Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Somers Town Board work session starting here tonight at 7:10, Thursday, November 6, 2025. Before we start tonight's meeting, I'll make a motion to open up public comment.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, so moved. Anybody here for public comment?
Oh, Fred, I didn't see you there.
He's in the front.
If there is nobody here for public comment, I will make a motion to close out public comment.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, so moved. Okay, let's head on to business of the board. Gives the little town of Somers updates. Election night was here, and congratulations to all the winners out there.
Yeah, let me just add, congratulations to you
Oh, thank you,
and to Anthony and to Bill, and Michelle,
Michelle.
right? So,
But also congratulations to all the winners out there in Westchester and Putnam County.
Yeah.
It takes a lot to go through an election, to run an election. So kudos to everybody who steps up to do that, and to the town of Somers for coming out and showing your support for one side or the other. It was, we had I think a
Turnout was
Isn't it-
huge.
decent turnout and huge turnout. He says huge turnout. Almost 7,000 people came,
Yeah.
about 40%. So we can do better next time around. But congratulations to the town of Somers for getting out there to making your voice heard. Another little bit of a issue here. I know for some time I'm going to go through ahead and do it. I know we have an empty seat up here as a vacancy that was vacated by Tom Garrity, an open board seat. And thank you to everybody who came out to send me an email to want to get interview the spot. We got to know a lot of people along the way, so thank you so much. We knew a lot of you, but thank you for wanting to step up and fill the vacant board seat. We've gone back and forth discussions in that regard. We've narrowed it down to a candidate that we would gonna make a motion here tonight for our next councilman person. And I'm going to make the motion here to appoint Gina Arena as our next councilwoman. Can I get a second?
Enthusiastic second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So moved.
I'll abstain.
And Rich is abstain. Okay.
But to your point, Rob, if I could just underscore that the number of candidates we had and the quality of candidates we had made this a very, very difficult decision. And I think all the folks who, to your point, who've raised their hand and offered to serve should be commended, each and every one of them.
So thank you very much.
Agree with that.
Agree with that. And next week, Gina will have to get sworn in by the town clerk, Patty Calba. And there she is. And then we'll get Gina up to speed on everything that's happening here in the town. And Gina will be joining us on the dais next week.
And congratulations.
Congratulations, Gina.
Congratulations.
Mike, thank you for all your continued participation.
Oh, that-
So much. Forward to working with you. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Gina.
You.
Okay, let's move right along here. Number 2, the town clerk acknowledges receipt of the 2026 tentative budget. Very nice. Once again, healthy budget, really good spot here in the town. Now the budget is in the hands of the town board. There'll probably be some changes, some stuff in there as we get further into this budget process. But we are eager to get to work on that, but we're in really good shape currently as we stand right now. So really good work so far. Is that anything?
No, I was just going to ask Patty, we don't have a paper copy, right? And we don't get that from you, we get that from finance. Oh, that would be great if you could, work.
Yeah.
That'd be super. Thank you.
He didn't send you one? Did he send you a copy?
An electronic copy.
Oh, he did. Okay. No, no.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay. Okay. So
Yeah,
you
yeah, I
have-
got that. I just
Yes.
find it easier on paper for me.
Sounds good. All right. Number 3, proposed 2026 water billing rate increase discussion. Fred, do you want to come up and chat about that a little bit? That'd be great.
What-
Bringing up Fred McQuillan, our water and sewer superintendent.
In one of his final public appearances, ladies and gentlemen.
So, yeah, so long story short, we always need more money, right? We haven't raised the water rates and it's been 5 years. Sewer rates we did back and started 24, so okay there, but trying to kind of play catch up here with rates have been increased from Joint Waterworks. What do I got? I think it was 11, yeah, about 11.5% since 2021. Thankfully, I'm hearing that they're not looking for an increase this year, which is good. So what I'm proposing is pretty much 6% across the board on the water rates. I believe you all got a copy. It's all kind of spelled out. The last time it was done, the rate increase was substantially more than that in some aspects. As far as the standardized charges and stuff, somewhere as high as 70%, so on and so forth. So I figured 6% would get us started. And then realistically, probably in another couple of years, have to revisit it.
Of course. So, I mean, the underlying costs are going up as well
Everything's more expensive.
but every year the cost for water and so,
The cost of water, the cost of
Assess.
materials, yes, everything has just been,
and we've been absorbing it.
we have been absorbing, and we've kept our head above water for the past 4 years, but, it's just really not
So it's
feasible.
bleeding.
Yeah, it's starting to go down,
Okay.
which is reflected in the budget numbers, which when you have time to check those out, you'll see we're, we're not, used to be the department was smaller and it could cover everything, but with growth in the department and growth in the town, just not keeping up. So it'll help, it'll generate approximately $60,000 more per year. And the impacts on the residents won't be too hard. Average residential bill, $40 to $50 annually increased. Commercial side a little more, but that's on them. So really shouldn't hurt the residents too much. And I think it's a modest increase considering it's been 5 years. With the way costs have gone up for material and just the purchase of water
Yeah, the purchase of water itself is,
has gone up
Yeah.
a lot.
So 40 to 50, you said, right? So
That's
like 460 more a month or something, right? Close to that.
well, on a quarterly basis, yeah, so.
On a quarter, okay.
Right, so
At-
quarterly, so $10 a quarter, which is, divide that by 3. It's not that bad per month if you look at it that way.
Right.
And when you really break it down, you know, I think we're still fairly even with other municipalities and it's nothing extravagant by any means.
okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's, cost of doing business is what it comes down to. Just behind the 8 ball a little bit.
Right.
On catching up.
Okay.
So
Well, look, you haven't raised the rates in the last 5 years.
it's been 5 years. Yeah. But by the end of this year, it'll be exactly 5. So.
Okay.
I feel it's warranted.
Okay.
I feel it's warranted.
Okay.
And like I said, 6%. I ran some other percentages and they start getting too high and, now there's has to be justification. Not
It's 1% a year. I mean, over
Yeah.
the, like,
really, it's minimal. It really is minimal to try and help catch up a little bit.
okay, got it.
So, anybody have questions or anything?
No.
No, Rich, any questions?
No, Fred, you'll be leaving us in a week.
Yes, sir.
I've found, although you haven't been here that long, I've found whenever you tell us something we can count on. And not only things I don't even know anything about, of the connections and this type of thing, but also I've been impressed with your desire and your ability to project far ahead and keep things stable economically, and also make sure that they're maintained properly in the future. It's easy to cut things short and just put a Band-Aid on and everybody's happy because nothing was, and then eventually you pay the price.
You do.
It's like just keep repairing your roof and never replacing it.
Right.
Pretty soon,
Cutting
you
corners
on which you replace.
always catches
So
up.
I've been impressed with the way you have planned that out for us over the course of time, and I'm sure we'll all miss you.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, Fred, the same here. I mean, I've been doing this since 2012 and we haven't really, the infrastructure is aging. And
It is.
every year we have the conversation about what's breaking and what's deteriorating. And you've started to get us on a program,
I think so.
some repairs in place. So we appreciate that. And we wish you were here to stay, kind of complete some of the work that,
Yeah, it would be nice to see some things come to completion. I'm happy we got through the tank project and did get some of the bigger repairs done that even today guys are out, getting after it, replacing valves and shining rock. So
Yeah.
it's nice to see that stuff get done and know that a little bit of relief in the future for problems and things to that will, they'll be in better shape.
Yeah, I do appreciate your leadership, man. Taking the initiative, getting together, a 5-year capital plan for us and how we can tackle some of this aging infrastructure that we have in these areas. And I mean, yeah, it's been great that we have that sort of a game plan in place.
Yeah.
You had big shoes to fill with Adam. You filled them pretty well. And so I thank you so much for that. And it's been great working with you. I wish you all the best in whatever you do in your future endeavors. And you've been a class act, and just put your head down and get right to work. And you're not a lot for words, but
Just do the best.
but
Louder.
but actions do speak louder than words. And
Are you saying his words don't flow? Is that it?
oh, that
He's-
that
It's minimal.
there's a million.
Just minimal.
And but I appreciate everything you've done for us.
Thank you. I do appreciate that. And it has been a pleasure
Yeah.
working with everybody.
And I know this, and I mean, I have you here, but Dad, I'm just going to jump to page 4, guys, since I have him here. We'll cross that off.
Yeah.
But I'm going to make the motion here, right? And actually, let me go to the other thing first. All right. With the proposed 2026 water billing rate increase, I'm going to make a motion to schedule a public hearing for December 10th.
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So moved.
And-
And then let me go ahead.
Side note on that, the rates are currently in the town code. Roland's aware of this, so there will be an amendment on that.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. And then let me jump to page 4 here for those viewers at home or in the audience. Page 4 here, it says accepted resignation of Frederick McQuillan, Superintendent of Water and Sewer Department, Town of Somers, effective November 15th, 2025. Frederick's last day of work will be November 14th, 2025. And I'll make the motion to accept your resignation.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. With regret.
Regret.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Fred.
Appreciate it.
Best of luck.
Best of all.
Some fun things to talk about here. 2026 fireworks agreement. 250th anniversary of this great country. Once again, our celebration will be held at I call it the backyard barbecue at Reese Park. We have the contract here slightly going up. The cost, I believe, for next year, it's going to about 16,000 for the fireworks display. That doesn't include everything. There's also porta potties and band
Yeah.
and services and stuff. That this is just a contract here for 16,000 for the fireworks. It's a great night. We'll be working with them again on that, and try to come up with the right mix of fireworks for everybody to view.
Bill,
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Bill, you had a question, I think, last month about this, and they gave us a breakdown of how many minutes it would be and all the different,
Right, right. I think,
does
I
that,
think
does
they
that
did.
satisfy your question?
It satisfies the question. It answers the question. You know, my residual question is, can we upgrade later more if we wanted to, if we got some more additional funding?
They would
I mean,
accept.
this is a
the money.
big-
I'm sure they would accept the money and set them
Okay.
back here and,
Okay.
and do that. But if we can,
I,
something we need to talk about, I think there's
Yeah.
always been a sort of a,
I'm of the mindset I'd like to make this as absolutely as big as possible.
yeah, so,
It's in a lifetime.
Instead of going to Washington DC, everybody come to Somers, New York.
hopefully the weather holds out all right this year and we don't have
I-
a storm come through at 7 o'clock,
Yeah.
I-
7:30. I felt bad for the veterans tent. It almost flew away. It was like almost, I'm like the Wizard of Oz there and Dorothy,
Worse.
you know?
My house.
Yeah, or your house.
Yeah.
That's correct. But no, we do have a big opening here. I mean, a lot of fireworks for the opening and the body of it too. The finale's got about 950 going off. So, and then the grand finale is another 300. So, I mean, there's a lot of there.
It's 20 minutes, right?
About 20. Yeah, about 20 minutes worth of work.
Yeah.
But we can always talk about that later.
Yeah,
You know what? I'll make the. I think everybody's kind of in agreement here with
Yeah.
this.
yes.
For sure.
I'll make the motion to the contract agreement with Garden State Fireworks for the July 1st, 2026 celebration at Reese Park.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. All right. All right, let's head on to here.
To celebrate the
Invoices. Oh,
particular.
here we go. Request the town board approval to increase to the water tank capital budget in the amount of $5,044. No additional expenses are expected per memo dated October 28th, 2025 from Frederick McQuillan, Superintendent of Water and Sewer. We just talked about a little bit about that big capital project that we had at the water tank. We just had some additional expenses that we had to do. And there was just an unpaid invoice that we have to pay. So I'll make the motion here to approve the 5,044 for the increase in the water tank capital budget.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, so moved.
Just one question going back. Did you say that the Independence Day celebration is July 1st?
July 1st,
Or not the second?
not the second, July 1st. We're moving back to that Wednesday. We had a lot of success on that Wednesday.
Isn't
Wednesday is the second, is.
Whatever.
Wednesday the second?
Is Wednesday the second?
Well, it's on my calendar. So
Oh, maybe, I thought it was, should be July, it should be July 1st, 2026, July 1st? Isn't that what I said? Or did I say the second?
Wednesday is the
I'd say.
second, first is.
July 1st,
Okay.
2026.
Okay, okay,
Tuesday, or-
It's a Wednesday, right?
Year?
okay.
It's a Wednesday,
Got
2026.
it. On calendar.
You're looking at the wrong year.
Okay,
So-
you're right.
Supervisor.
You're right. That makes sense.
Thank you, sir.
Semi-
No, the reason why we moved it back to that Wednesday, we had a lot of success 2 years ago on that Wednesday. Kind of gets people in that celebration mode. The cost is astronomically a heck of a lot more if you do it on the couple days leading up to the 3rd and the 4th and the 5th. So we did it. We had so much success on that Wednesday. We thought we'd try that again on that day.
Well, I think it's better. I used to kid around with people that we celebrate Independence Day on the traditional June 26th.
The tradition.
So I think at least we're in July. So I feel better
We're in
about it,
July.
you know.
And that's the reason why we moved it. We had a conversation with all the other organizations who help out with that event. I believe the Lions Club is all for the first.
Yep.
And then I think we, and the other organizations there too, but they do their barbecuing and stuff like that. So hopefully we'll have another great night. Weather will hold out. We won't have a storm come through. But we're going to take a shot at the Wednesday this year.
And it makes sense, right, Rob? Because I mean, the Friday is the 3rd.
Friday's the
I'm looking at
3rd.
The right year.
Yeah.
The Friday is the 3rd. Everybody's off. That means Thursday, the 2nd, everybody's going away. So the day before that appropriately is Wednesday, the 1st. And I think that's a good day.
That's kind of our rationale and figuring out what we're going to do with it.
But people don't also need to understand we need volunteers. And, if you schedule it in on a weekend like that, it's hard to find.
It's fine to hard
Man,
volunteers.
all the things that have to go on.
Yeah.
But you hit a sweet spot You know, the last couple of years, we've had a real great turnout.
Yeah, I think last year, even with the storm, we still had about 1,200 people come out for that event.
Oh,
And the year before that was on that Wednesday, which was, we probably had close to 3,000 people. Hopefully we can, duplicate that again. 3,000 would be nice. I think so. Let's see if we can shoot for that. All right, let's move on to number 6. Consider granting a temporary waiver for provisions of the application proceeding restrictive law, chapter 67 of the town code, for the building permit and CO to the resident at 8 Silver Springs Court for memo dated October 27th, 2025, from Thomas J. Tuma Jr., building inspector. I'll make the motion to grant the temporary waiver.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. All right, number 7 here. Ratify the supervisor's October 29th, 2025 signature on the invoice from National Standby Repair, Inc. for an emergency installation of a generator for the town of, for the Somers Police Department, for a 50% deposit in the amount of $18,336 per memo dated October 30th, 2025 from Thomas J. Tuma Jr., building inspector. We did have a lightning strike hit our generator.
yeah,
Last thing,
crazy.
crazy. I know.
What are the odds?
I know. The last thing we want is to have our police department not have a generator there. God forbid we have another outage or something of that nature. So we went for an emergency installation for that generator. So I'll make the motion to ratify.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
So move. Okay. Number 8, consider adoption of a resolution authorizing the town of Somers and the supervisor to execute the application for a federal grant up to $78,000 with a required 30% cash in kind match under section 5310 of chapter 53 and title 49 United States Code for vehicular acquisition to replace a van that has exceeded its useful service life to meet the needs of the elderly individuals and individuals with disabilities.
Yeah, they've needed this for a
Yeah.
while, so I'm glad about this.
Exceeded its useful life by years.
By years.
So
Yeah.
aye.
Years.
Okay.
This is something that we want to do, continue to update our fleet, and hopefully we'll be able to get this grant in place. We've said it numerous times, we have new grant writers. They've been great sending us different grant applications. They work hand in hand with my office, Woodard and Curran, and they've been really good in getting us these grants. This is another step in the right direction here. I'll make a motion to adopt the resolution.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. Great. On to consider adoption of a resolution authorizing the town of Somers and the supervisor to execute the application to the Hudson Valley Greenway for a grant under the Hudson River Valley Greenway Planning Grant Program. Wow. On development of a master plan for the green space around the Reynolds House with an estimated cost project of $35,000 and a required match of 50%. Again, once again, trying to have green spaces around the town of Somers. We've been working hard on the Reynolds House, getting the Reynolds House to where we needed it to be. We believe we're sort of in the final steps. If I'm using my football analogy, I think we're on the 40 going in, right? You got a nod here. We're about the 40 going into the end zone. We still have some ways to go on that, but we're working on getting that. But this is just another way of bringing that area, tying it into Anglefly, tying it also into Reese Park and all that, and kind of making it one big cohesive. But having a plan in place for a green space around the Reynolds House would be helpful. So I'll make a motion to adopt the resolution.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Let me just add that
Go ahead.
that we have had the services of the Cornell Cooperative Extension in managing, I think the pond area there has a lot of mugwort, which is an invasive plant, but there's a lot of native plants that have been planted there over the course of years by the Friends of Anglefly and others. And so it's been a matter of managing that. So I'm sure that this is for a plan to manage that and others. So I would just suggest that at least for part of that, and Steve Ralston's worked closely with the people from Cornell, that this continue, at least in some form, as we develop this plan for that area. Because I mean, it's a really fine area. It's not utilized as much as it should be. But anything here that will make it more receptive, more usable, more attractive to the front of that Anglefly, not to mention there's 10 miles of trails in Anglefly Preserve. That's a tremendous thing. It's one of the great things of Somers. And at no time are you more than a half mile from either a house or a road. So it's really kind of unique stuff. But that entrance part, I mean, I'd be really interested in how this comes out. So I'm really happy that this is at least a possibility for us going forward.
Thank you. Let's go on to number 10 here. Consider adoption of a resolution authorizing the town of Somers and the supervisor to execute the application to the Crest Capital Reimbursement Grant Program for a grant up to $200,000 to support efforts in enhancing public spaces such as sidewalks, parks, playgrounds, and other vital infrastructure that promote accessibility and community well-being. I believe that, you saw that we had a press conference out here back in the summertime where we hosted here many supervisors from Westchester County and I believe some from Putnam County as well. This was from Senator Pete Harkham's office where they allocated $200,000 to help us with our sidewalks that we've been trying to construct in the last a couple years. We've done a little bit with the crosswalk. We did a little bit with the sidewalk there, but this will help bring that walkable area into the town of Somers, leading it all the way up here to the Elephant Hotel. Believe me, guys, $200,000 is a great help, but it's a lot. It's a great help, but there's a lot of money. So $200,000 is not going to get you the sidewalks all the way up to the Elephant Hotel. Just want to let people be aware of that. We are looking at other grants opportunities for that too, to carry this all the way up. But we just, this is another step that we got. And so thank you, Senator Harkham's office, for getting the $200,000 grant for us. Really do appreciate it. And hopefully in the next couple, not going to put a timeline on it,
Yeah.
but hopefully we get some walkability here in the Somerstown area.
There's no project, is one of those projects for 15 years I've been in favor of, so I'm happy to hear this. And just today I was discussing with the parks superintendent who takes care of this area here about that front area where we have bricks that are beautiful bricks. But as part of this, when we're able to do it, is to have that all coordinated with the rest of the sidewalks here in town that make them more walkable, more accessible, because they'll be flatter to people in wheelchairs and other needs that people have. So I think this is a great thing. The more that you can make the center of town walkable, just this area here, that'd be great to the businesses that are here, to the people who come here. And I think if you're going to sell a house, it makes it a much more attractive town. So there's a lot of reasons why I've always supported it, and we all support it. So I look forward to this also. A couple of good things on the agenda tonight.
Yeah, I mean, just from perspective, it takes years to do this. I mean, this has been on the agenda. We've had complete streets plans for many, many years. But being patient to get grants to do this or work with builders that are going to provide community benefits, have essentially got sidewalks throughout this town at really no cost to the taxpayer. And this segment here has its own challenges because there's rock ledge there and it's on the state road, and the decision of whether to put it on this side of the road or that side of the other side of the road have always been up for discussion. But now that we got the sidewalks, we have the traffic light over there crossing by the Chicos. It comes across. We have some sidewalk coming up a little bit on that end. The idea is complete that, and everything will be contiguous. So, yeah, it's great.
Awesome.
Patience is a virtue, but I want to get going on it.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Very true. All right, I'll make the motion to adopt the resolution authorizing the town of Somers and the supervisor to execute the application for the Crest Capital Reimbursement Grant.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, so moved. Okay, got a lot of grants here tonight, folks.
Good.
We got putting our putting our grant writer to work.
Mhm.
Consider adoption of a resolution authorizing the town of Somers and the supervisor to execute the application for the New York State Environmental Fund under the Department of Environmental Conservation Municipal Waste Reduction and Recycling Program, MWRR grant for the amount up to 400,000 with a required 1-to-1 match of eligible costs for an organic recycling yard project. This is something that the highway superintendent and myself, and along with these guys up here, have talked about having our own organic recycling yard, where our residents would be able to bring their brush, their leaves, their, some of the stuff when they're cleaning up the yard, especially in the fall, bring it to the organic cycling yard. Our highway department then would take it, grind it all up, have it, make mulch out of it, make topsoil out of it, and then where our residents could come back then and be able to get those, mulch or topsoil for their
Yeah.
yard. I think it's something that I think Yorktown does something similar to over there, right? But this is something we've thought about for a long time. It's been on the board in my office for a while as one of the grants, and it's one of the projects we like to do. And finally, a grant came up for it, so we're jumping on this to see if we can get this grant here for it.
Yeah, Christmas trees too.
Christmas trees as well. That's right.
So I think this adds a tremendous amount of value to the, to the town. It's not only the cost, it's the value that it delivers and the fact that, people can come back and use the mulch. And it's also going to provide a way to get rid of Christmas trees and things of that nature over time. And I mean, that's,
Yeah, and
that's a great thing.
it also helps our catch basins and all that other stuff as well, where people are not blowing into certain areas and the leaves blow into the roadways, and then our catch basins get filled, and then it gets clogged, and then we have issues and problems. So it's one thing leads to another, and but this will be, hopefully we get it. We'll knock on wood, and
You can actually get a portion of this also.
we can actually get a portion of it, and we might not get all 400,000. We might get a little bit of money for it, but anything will help go towards that project, and it will be, I think, it will be a great resource and another something positive here for the town.
Good.
So I'll make the motion to adopt the resolution.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So move. All right. Authorize the supervisor to execute. So here we have A, B, C, and D on the list. One is to renew the contract for the town's group vision insurance with Shelter Point with no increase, and that is January 1st of 2026 through December 31st of the same year. The order agreement for the purchase of a new Konica Minolta BizHub 451i copier printer in the amount of $5,935.44 to be paid on a 60-month deferred purchase plan of $98,924 a month, no interest, and a maintenance at a cost of $65.70. And C, the master software license and maintenance agreement to purchase an additional feature for the tax utility software Catalyst with a one-time professional service fee of $1,000, and then a recurring maintenance fee subsequent years starting at $1,500. And that's per memo dated October 28th, 2025, from Tammy Salva, our junior administrative assistant, and a change order number SO0406 for Laserfish cloud system component that detects how records are stored and for how long that is needed for the Laserfish. And that is a one-time fee of $995. And that is also from Tammy Salva, junior administrative assistant, supervisor's office. I'll make the motion to approve A, B, C, and D.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, so moved. Great. We do have an add-on tonight, Patty. This is the Northern Westchester BOCES solar array request. Michael, I know you worked hard on this thing.
I did.
For us to getting us to this point, so thank you so much for doing that. Do you want to talk about what this is, or do you want to just go through it?
Brief overview.
Yeah, brief overview. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
So Putnam Northern Westchester BOCES entered into a energy performance agreement with Johnson Controls, which is a utility servicer. Pursuant to that agreement, and we haven't had an opportunity to read it. It's between them. It's outside of the town. There are a number of significant benefits to BOCES, to include items such as replacing the windows on their facilities, installing energy efficient lighting and other energy efficient products. And then we've been told that there are significant tax benefits, specifically delivered from the Treasury Department, regarding solar benefits and others, from the federal government. The Department of Education actually was exchanging emails with BOCES attorney David Shaw earlier today. He's informed me, although he only sent the cover sheet to the building permit, that the Department of Education has signed all of their site plan and their schematics and has issued them building permits to construct the array. It'll be approximately, I think it's 5.8 acres, pursuant to Dave Smith's memo. It'll be piped directly into the grid. It won't feed into BOCES. And then they utilize what BOCES consumes to reach what's known as net zero, to zero out the emissions. And that falls into New York State's NYSERDA and their energy performance, their 2030 plan of 6 gigawatts of solar energy production for the timeline. We don't yet have a timeline on construction, whether it's phased or not. I've requested that earlier today, David Shaw, and I'll follow up with him tomorrow about it.
Thank you. Great.
I always get the question about battery operated, storage.
Told there's no battery storage incorporated into the solar array itself.
And our zoning language says that.
Our zoning precludes that. Yes, it's in an R120 district. It's actually, if you're at the corner of Pinesbridge Road and Mosman Avenue,
Yep.
there's that large open field that's surrounded by trees and it's pretty overgrown. That's where the array is going to be located, on the level portion of that site.
You know, you mentioned Johnson Control. We had them come and they did an evaluation years ago. I think I still have a copy of it, or how we could save energy here in buildings. They did a whole assessment. And I was just thinking of this. I met them down in New York City, and the thing they're really impressed, they redid the Empire State Building, all the windows and everything, and never closed the building. I said, well, I think summer's going to be easier than that. I'm not sure. I don't think we contracted with them, but yeah, it's a well-known company that does a lot of these performance,
Yep.
Energy performance contracts, whatever they call it.
So there's a few things here that the town has to look at. Number one on this is at our November 6th. Well, that's at the meeting right now, but we have talked about, we need to formally accept the petition to supply the solar energy overlay district floating zone to the subject property. Again, it's an R120 zoning district. I'll make a motion to accept the petition to apply for the solar energy overlay.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So moved. Number two here that we need to take care of is, I'll make a motion to declare the town board as lead agency under the SECRA and to circulate to other interested involved agencies, including the planning board and Westchester County, for the review and comments. I'll make a motion on number 2 and 4.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved.
So does the timeline for that impact their grant?
They have a requirement
5%.
reach 5% of some form of construction, whether it or applies solely to site clearing and grading or constructing facilities. We don't know. We haven't seen that agreement. They have to do 5% by December 31st.
Then do they need this to do that?
This is a zoning text amendment to make it a permitted use within the R120 district.
So they can,
Anchor the floating zone that was adopted at last month's meeting.
so they can start to implement their 5% construction necessity before the end of the year?
Part of my discussions with him today are what their timeline is, because they believe it may overlap with the December 10th meeting for the public hearing. And I'd like some clarity on that, because it'll be difficult to have site work ongoing while people are coming to the meeting and discussing the project itself.
Correct.
BOCES did conduct its own quasi-formal public meeting with residents along Pinesbridge Road in February. And they received comments from the residents who will be most impacted because they live directly across the street from the proposed site. Yeah. So I hope to have an answer tomorrow on, what their timeline is running up through from the November into December and what they need to accomplish and what they intend.
All right, we'll send us a note on that, I guess.
Yes, I will.
And then the last thing here is to schedule a public hearing for December 10th, 2025 at our regular meeting. I'll make a motion to schedule that public hearing.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. Great. Okay. Finance, request approval to set a budget and use up the 120,000 of capital projects fund balance to cover costs of painting the exterior
Wow.
of the townhouse and to repaint the Elephant Hotel ghost lettering on the townhouse per memo dated October 30th, 2025 from Robert Kehoe, Director of Finance.
That's not a misprint, huh?
That is not a misprint.
Wow.
And yeah, historical building, historical, but not historical prices. So
Historic
yeah.
prices.
and any historic prices.
Historic prices.
Historic prices.
Yeah, but it'll look nice when it's done.
Oh, yeah, it should too.
So
Ghost lettering, yeah.
I'll make a motion to approve to set the budget to use up the 120.
Second.
All in favor?
All right.
Aye.
So moved.
Look, this is a necessity. I mean, this hasn't been done,
When was the last time? Yeah.
and everything's just depleting out there.
Do you know when it was last done?
I know the lettering was done when Mary Beth was here.
Yeah.
For 12 years ago.
When
Is
did
it?
prevailing
Wow.
begin? Because that is the year we did the
Just
report.
before that.
The year we did the repointing.
Yep,
Wow.
because one of the gentlemen told us that he was going to Las Vegas.
Did he come back or he's still rolling
Give it
them?
all back.
I gotta get it back. Come on, one more thing. Yeah. That's probably then 12 years ago or thereabouts.
Oh,
Right, prevailing wage. I think they started as prevailing came into play.
Yeah.
my God.
Mhm.
Okay, let's go on to no additional on highway. Personnel, Affordable Housing Board, Assessment Board of Review. We have two positions open up there. One that ends in 2030, one that ends in 2029. If you're interested in the Assessment Board of Review, please contact my office. Our assessor could use your help
Yeah.
desperately. So if anybody's out there want to be on the Assessment Board of Review, that would be great.
And they basically, meet in June. It can carry over into the summer. So it's not like a large commitment.
No, I think they have a couple meetings every couple months, and then they could you could have a handful of meetings in a short period of time, especially
Yeah.
then. But if you're interested in that, please contact my office, please. Parks and Recreation Board, we have a term ending here on 3/9/2026, and then also the Planning Board. We have a 7-year term that ends on 12/31/2026.
Is that Parks Board? Is that Michelle? Is that because she just
I
we just
could,
got her
yeah,
letter.
we just got her letter.
is that her or is it a different one?
Well, we didn't officially accept it, so I don't know if there's another one.
Oh, okay.
open, so,
I didn't know.
and then we have upcoming vacancies, Library Board of Trustees, Partners in Prevention, Planning Board, and then also the Zoning Board of Appeals. All right, we handled number 3 when Fred was here, and we said our goodbyes. Number 4, accept the resignation of Pat Nicolosi as a member of the Assessment Board of Review, effective October 1st, 2025. I'll make the motion to accept the resignation.
Second.
All in favor?
Hi.
Aye.
And then also number 5, accept the resignation of Michelle Sands as a member of the Somers Parks and Recreation Board, effective October 28th, 2025. Make the motion to accept the resignation.
Second.
All
Second.
in favor?
Hi.
Aye, so moved. Nothing in planning, engineering, police, authorize the supervisor to execute intermunicipal agreement between the Westchester County Department of Public Safety Services and the town of Somers for using the firing range located at the county's police academy in Valhalla, commencing upon execution and terminating on July 31st, 2030. I'll make the motion to authorize the supervisor to execute.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. And then request permission to purchase a 10 by 14 Colonial Dutch model shed from Shed House in the amount of $8,092, which includes a $98 delivery fee per memo dated
That's it.
October 23rd, 2025, from Brian Linklater, Chief of the Somers Police Department. I'll make a motion to request permission to purchase.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. Proposed consensus agenda, Patty will put that to next week. I do want to make note of that as to Rich's point and Tony's point before about
Oh,
developers when they do projects here in town, but we did receive 11,750 to help with the sidewalk construction fund. And that was from Glenida Realty. So I just wanted to make a notion of that. Calendar events coming up here. We have a meeting on the 13th, our town board regular meeting. And then December 4th, which is a town board work session. We do have a public hearing on that as well for the 2026 preliminary budget. And then we will be back on the 10th, which is Wednesday, for our town board regular meeting. And because we do have now two, I believe, public hearings on that date as well. Yep. Let me get into some town board announcements here.
Right, real quick.
Yes, sir.
Regarding the calendar, just a heads up, it's not too far over the horizon, but I believe January 1st is a Thursday this year, next year, 2026. Are we thinking about going second and third Thursday or?
It is, right? It is on the, yeah,
It's already been discussed and decided. Yeah,
second, it'll be
okay,
second and third.
very good.
Thank you. And then,
If they're organ-
right.
well,
It could be changed.
can be changed. Can be,
That's.
No, no.
we're gonna go every Monday night from now on during court. We're gonna
During
battle
court.
court. No, let's go to some of the town board announcements here. Westchester County 2025 Senior Citizens Hall of Fame. And on the list here from some Somers residents, we have Susan Cody, Glenn Heinz, and Dennis Timone will be representing Somers at the Westchester County 25 Senior Hall of Fame ceremony.
Susan Cody,
Susan Cody, yeah,
awesome.
Yeah.
she does a great job. And then Glenn Heinz as well, and then Dennis Timone.
Yeah, that's great.
And that is, they're going to be the class of, the Hall of Fame class of 2025. And then Westchester County Veterans Day ceremony, and that is Friday, November 7th. And that's at Lasden Park at the Veterans Memorial. And then also the town of Somers has our Veterans Day parade and ceremony. That is on Veterans Day, November 11th.
Tuesday.
10 o'clock parade lineup. We're going to be doing it right here at St. Luke's Church to Bailey Park, and then we'll step off at 10:25. Some people may ask why we're doing it here at Bailey. If we get more people to come and hang out and watch that, we'll extend it again. We've been asked by the police department to shorten the route up for holding the road up for so long. But if we get more people to walk in the next coming years, we'll be more than happy to open that back up. So please, everybody, come out so we can open it back up here. Town of Somers bulk refuge drop off now through Saturday, November 22nd. That's in weekdays 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Saturdays 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. at Wind Waste Innovations. Acceptable household items. This is huge, especially if you're trying to didn't get to the fall cleanup. Mattresses, furniture, carpeting, wood, bicycles, non-commercial construction debris, all electronic waste, propane tanks, no larger than 20 pounds, refrigerators and air conditioners, non-acceptable hazardous or toxic materials, commercial construction or debris. And then the flyer, I was told to look at the flyer. I think it's pretty good price here. And that is $30 per car, $40 per minivan, an SUV or station wagon, $55 per pickup truck or small van, up to 3 cubic feet, and $96 per ton for a truck larger than a pickup. So not bad. So for a pickup truck, $55 to drop your stuff off. Not too bad.
You have to tell Carol.
Yeah, I could. Yes, my wife and I will be there. Maybe 2 or 3 times. The 7th annual Somers Track and Field Booster Club Turkey Trot, Thanksgiving morning, 8 a.m., 5K time race. Shirts for the first 250 5K registrants, and then 9 o'clock for the 1 mile fun run and walk. Medals for all finishers, and that's at the Somers High School lower fields. I know last year was raining the year before that, so hopefully we'll get some good weather and we'll have a bigger turnout than we did last year. The Holidays on the Hill annual train show, tickets on sale now, and that is Saturday, November 29th through Wednesday, December 31st, Lasden Park. And then local farmers markets, Muscoot Farms Farmers Market, October 12th through November 16th, and that's 9:30 a.m. To 2:30 p.m., and that is every Sunday. So it's not that whole time through, it's just every Sunday from October 12th to the 16th. And that's all I have. Fun fact, Patricia?
Well, of course, we want to wish our Somers Tuskers a good game. They're going to be rematching Harrison tomorrow night at 6:30 at Somers High School
Nice.
for the section semifinals. So let's go, let's go.
Here's-
Let's go.
It's been a long week and I'm a little tired, so I apologize right now for my fun fact, but I thought it was entertaining. But again, I'm tired. Most people cannot lick their elbow.
Most people,
All right, nope.
most people,
Zero chance I'm licking it.
I've seen it in commercials.
Or put it in your ear.
Or put it in your ear.
I think I've done that.
Bill, anything?
Yeah, again, go Tuskers. A lot of the team going into the postseason. All the best of luck. And on a quick personal note, thank you to the voters and the citizens of Somers for another term in office. It is the highest honor. It is a huge responsibility, one I don't take lightly, and I'm grateful. And I will continue the common sense and continue to have my cell phone number posted on the website. People know how to get a hold of me. Please continue to do so if there's anything we can help you with.
Thank you. Rich?
Nothing. Thank you.
Nothing. Tony?
Holiday season's upon us, and the support family programs are going to be coming to life over the next couple of week or so. So there's families in need, and just keep them in mind. And we'll be collecting food at the pantries, and I know the Lions will be doing their thing as well, adopting families for that as well. So we need everybody's support. And then to echo Bill's remarks, it's a pleasure, and to serve the town, and I just want to thank everybody's continuing support. I look forward to completing some of the work that we've done and taking on some of the challenges that we face over the next term. And this is a great group to work with.
Thank you. I know the holiday seasons are coming upon us. I'm gonna ask the town of Somers if there is people out there who are struggling, if there are people out there who have suffering with mental health, or they're suffering for whatever reason, we do have resources for people to come to the town, and we can put you in the right direction. If you don't want to say it for yourself, or you want someone to say it for you, but I just ask the people of the town of Somers to be aware of what's going on around them. I know we can kind of maybe sometimes get caught up in the holiday spirit, and we're just thinking about our own families and our extended families, but there are other people out there who may be suffering that we may not see. So if you know of somebody, or if you've heard of something, and you want to call my office and talk to myself or my assistants, we can always put that person or you in the right place, in the right person. So just that I'll reiterate that message hopefully again next week. But I know that the holidays can be kind of a stressful time for some people. So we're here to help. We're here to help the town and help our residents. And it doesn't mean that if a resident outside, if a person outside who's not a resident of the town of Somers needs help as well, and you know of it, you can still reach my office. So just wanted to put that out there to let everybody know. That will be I'll make a motion here to adjourn tonight's meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So move. Good night, everyone.